Yo, what's going on? This is Off the Dome Alpha. I'm about to give you a video speaking on how people move and what they're going to spend their time on. Before I do that, I'd like for you to hit that notification bell to find out when I'm going to upload. Get a notification when I do. Give me that thumbs up, that like, hit that like button. You know, it helps with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Send this out to your friends, your family members, just people that you know, so that you know I can build up on content. I can build up because I'm trying to get to 10,000 before June. If we can do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. I appreciate those who support me already, and thank you. So let's get into this video. Yo, what's going on? Off the Dome Alpha here. I'm gonna speak briefly about a couple of things, but I do want to say this. I want to talk about, paying attention to how people move, what they spend their time on, if they're real, if they're not, they're procrastinators, if they're not. If you got a person out here saying that they want a new job or they want a better job or they want to start their own business and they're not out going to school to try to get a degree in what they want to be the proprietor of, or they're not out trying to find out what they need, LLCs and this, that, and the other. If they're not out doing that, if they come home, watch TV, eat, go hang out with friends, drink, and all this, and then go back the next day for the same complaint, then you know they're not serious. They're procrastinators. They're not serious about what they're saying. They don't move in what they're saying. And even in that, you can best believe that when they're telling you something about what they're going to do, or even something about you, they're not being truthful. They're not being honest about what they're going to do. So you may want to reevaluate people like that in your corner. You got people like, say, I want a functional relationship, a good one. Women say, I want to find a man. I want to find a husband. Are you moving in a position to find a husband? Are you becoming submissive? Are you becoming fit? Are you feminine? Do you bring peace? Do you bring cooperation? All of these things that you probably don't bring, but you want to work on because you're meaning the truth about you want to find that husband. Now, watch the movement. If the movement is still, men ain't nothing because I can't find a good one. There's no good men out here and everything else, and you keep going to your friends, letting them go ahead and pedestalize you, but bring everybody else down, and you run into single people asking about how you can find a relationship. You definitely are not moving in the right direction. As a matter of fact, I don't think you're really truthful about what your intentions are, what you really want. You are lying to yourself, you're lying to the people around you, and you basically you're doing the whole procrastination thing, but you're really disingenuous and you're dishonest. Anybody who wants something that they've never had, they're going to do something that they've never done. So you're going to work hard towards it to get it, and quit listening to everybody else, because no one can dictate the outcome of your relationship but you. No one is going to be in it but you, so no one on the outside needs to hear about it. No one on the outside needs to get any kind of information about what's going good or what's going bad, or basically, when you go out, you start running, telling everything about your relationship and everything else, they want it damned. They don't care. And obviously you don't either, because if you really wanted a true functional relationship like that, you would keep it between you and your partner. You and your partner will work through everything that you need to work through. Okay, even with men, you say you want you a good woman, a submissive woman, peaceful woman, fit woman, and everything else. But you're moving like a grown boy. You're moving really sensitively. You're arguing, fussing, fighting back and forth. You out. You got guys out here, and I'm not calling these men. These are grown boys with their pants hanging down, always with the goals, thugging it out, gangstering it out. You want a submissive woman, but who is she going to submit to? You don't even put yourself in a role to be submitted to. You're not the king. You're not being kings out here. You're being byproducts of society, the throwaways. You know what I'm saying? You're not the men that they're looking for. But as a matter of fact, you really ain't in the classification of being a man. You're a grown boy, son, husbands, or something else like that. If you still go around, you're 50 years old with cornrows, with your pants hanging down and golds and all this stuff, man, come on. What era and generation did you come from? We didn't do that then, we started the pants sagging, but we put them bad boys up real quick. That is just not cool. But at the same time, if you don't give a woman protection, you don't give her a reason to feel protected, you don't give her provisions, you don't make sure she's fed and her kids are fed, if you don't, problem solve, if you don't solve the problems that y'all have in a relationship, in life, you know what I'm saying, figure out what the next step is as a family, then what the heck, what is she going to do? She doesn't have anything to look forward to. She don't have anybody to look up to. So, you know, when you say, you know, you're a big man and everything else, you're going to have to step out and be a man. A man is not one that's going to let a woman run over him. He's not going to let a woman talk down to him. He's not going to let a woman emasculate him. But he's damn sure going to make sure he pays attention and protects her feelings, her emotions, and all of this stuff. You know, that's what a man's going to do. So now we get to the part where we got to pay attention to our society, our surroundings. See, for some reason, black people always focus on everything negative. Everything negative. That's what we focus on. Negativity out here in life, you know, there's no good men, there's no good woman, my job sucks, this life sucks, and everything else. Everything is negative. Everything. So you got to understand, what consumes your mind dictates how you're going to act in life. So whatever you've always sitting there thinking about, if everything is negative, everything is bad and all, that is what's running your life. That's how you're living your life. This is how you're moving in life. And so nothing is ever going to be happening the way that you want it to. Nothing's ever going to be positive. Nothing's going to ever be satisfactory to you because you, in your mind, are already destroying it. Independent women, you want a man. Well, you can't get a man. You don't need a man, so you can't get one. See, because independent means solitary. It means alone. So you really shouldn't be asking for a man at all. You shouldn't even be commenting on men because you already told yourself in the world you don't need anything or anybody. You're independent. You're by yourself. You're solitary. You're alone. That's exactly where you need to be. Guys out here, you know, like I said, you keep on thinking about our women as just being totally egregious, bad, destructive, and everything else. Just because you are being consumed by media, social media, and everything else. We got too many women out here that are truly, truly, truly queens that really, really, really want to be involved with a good man, want to be protected, provided for, her problem solved, provisions, these things, and procreate with. But she also wants to be fit, feminine, and she wants to be, you know what I'm saying, she wants to be your piece. You just don't see, because now you don't listen to the alpha strategy, the alpha stratosphere, and you started not being able to decipher good points from bad. You just took it all as face value, and now ain't no woman good enough for you. No black woman's good out here. And that's a damn lie. There are a lot of black women out here that's good, damn good. You know what I'm saying? That really, really cares and wants to love a man, who wants to provide for a man, that can cook. I know there's a vast abundance of women out here that can't cook because they're listening to Cardi B, they're listening to Megan Thee Stallion and all that. They are living their lives in a fantasy. They're living in the fantasy world, wanting to be what these actors and singers and stuff are telling them to be. Although these actors and singers and things are not living that type of life. Just like the dudes, you want to be Scarface. You want to, and everybody out in our community is living fictitiously. You living a life that's not even real. These people are paid to act and everything else. This life ain't real, but y'all want to live it. You know, so that's one of the main reasons why you can say that you watch people's movements and what they spend their time on and what they're going to do. You can tell who they're going to be in the future, who they are now, you know. You could tell the go-getters from the procrastinators, from the sitting back, the couch potatoes and everything else. You can always tell them. You can tell the liars, you know, from the naysayers to people who's going to tell you the truth and going to be honest with you, going to have your back. You got yes men in your corner. They're always going to be yes men in your corner. They're always going to tell you you're doing everything right when you're doing so much wrong. If you have somebody that truly loved you in your life, they definitely going to add to your life, and they want to offer you correction. They want to offer you the truth about who you are, whether you accept it or not. They're going to offer you that because they actually care and they want to see you grow as a person. They want to see you do greater things with yourself as a person. So just given that, I want to say that to know better is to do better. And too many of us hide and say we don't know. The fact of the matter is you just don't want to know. Because, you know, if you did know, then that requires correction. That requires you to do self-evaluation. And so now you have to realize that you were causing most of the problems that you had in your life. Too many, oh no, they were bad. They were bad. They were bad. They were bad for you simply because of your vetting process, simply because you get what you give off. See, most of the things that happen in your life, you chose. You brought them into your life. Like I say, we call people friends. They didn't ask to be called friends. We call them that. We put them in that position. We tell them that's what they are. They didn't ask you that. They didn't ask you to be your friend. So when they don't act according to the way we believe they should act as a friend, we get upset and mad. No, you know what I'm saying? Can't trust nobody. But they never asked to be your friend. You don't ask to be somebody's friend, and you just don't put people in that position. You got to make sure there is a great vetting process even for friendship. You got to make sure that when you give, there has to be reciprocity. So these people got to earn friendship. Earn it. It's an earned thing. And if they haven't earned it, or you haven't earned it, then quit giving out that title. It's the same as love. If they haven't earned your love, if they haven't shown you that they are worthy of your love, don't give them that title. Don't give them that part of your heart. Don't give that part of your emotions. Okay? Start doing better vetting. Quit going out here blaming everybody. Oh, well, I had a baby. Now I'm a single mother because he made me a single mother. He did not do it alone. As a matter of fact, you had more to do with your single motherhood than he did. Because if your goal was to be married to this man, you should not have opened your legs up to him until he presented just that to you. But you did. You got pregnant. And because he didn't marry you, now he's the worst thing in the world, and now you're a single mother. Y'all have protection. They don't make that much protection for men. They make condoms for men. That's pretty, and a vasectomy. That's pretty much it. Y'all have all kinds of different contraceptive type deals for y'all that you can use and you can utilize. And you can also utilize making that man wear that condom if you're going to do something. Or you can just wait, put the padlock on the knees until you get married. But all of this blaming back and forth, oh, they were wrong. No. I'm sorry, y'all. It's time that you start taking responsibility. So if you want to know how someone's going to move, listen to them. If someone always blames everybody else for what their problems were and what happened in their lives, you can best believe they are a big problem to themselves, and they're going to be a big problem to you. Always start surrounding yourself with these positive people who can actually look in the mirror and see beyond the Maybelline, see beyond the gold teeth, see beyond the, what everybody else out here is perceiving to be beautiful or handsome and this, that, and the other. They can see who they truly are, dig into their own souls and realize there is some messed up shit there. Start dealing with people that know that bags have handles. And instead of walking around adding more into that bag, let the damn bags go. Let go of the handles. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to forget that you left the bags back there, but let go of the handles. And if there's a scar from some of those things that's in that bag, remember, scars is a healing. It healed. Okay? But it did leave a reminder of something that you should not do again. It does not leave the pain. If you touch a scar on you right now, I guarantee you there's no pain. There's no pain in that scar. The only pain is how you perceive it to be, how you want to remember it, how you want to hold it. Do you want that to live your life, dictate who you are, dictate how your life's going to go? Is that you want to continue feeling that pain? You want to continue procrastinating over and over again, saying, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to go get psychiatrist. I'm going to get a psychologist. I'm going to talk to a counselor, and you don't? Or are you going to keep on using it as a crutch? Every time somebody says something, well, this happened to me when I was a child. Well, this happened to me in an old relationship. Well, they did this to me and they did that to me. So what you're doing is now, what was old is now new. What was in the past is now your present. And now, since you're living it in the present, you're going to destroy any future that you can have with whomever or said person that you're talking to right now. You're going to destroy it because that's what you're living by. You're not letting it go. I'm not saying forget. Nobody should forget any trauma that they went through in their lives, but you got to learn from it. You got to learn how to deal with it, cope with it, and then make sure you don't make that mistake again. Okay? Or make sure you don't put yourself in the position to hurt somebody else or to be hurt. See, we like to say, well, I've been hurt. But how many times has you actually thought about how many people you hurt? How many people have you hurt in your life? How many friends how many males have you friend zoned? How many females have you had sex with and left once you knew that she was building feelings and getting feelings for you? How many times have you hit a person? How many times did you simply dismissed their emotions and how they were feeling with your attitude? How many times have you done that? How many times have you not shown up for somebody when they really needed you? How many times when they wanted words of affirmation and validation did you just dismiss it like it wasn't nothing? You know, how many times did you put them down and say some words that's going to dig deep into their soul, into their hearts? You know, why don't y'all start thinking about that? Because there's a lot of people out here. I mean, I'm going to say actually most of us out here, especially in our communities, we've hurt somebody. We may have been hurt, but we hurt somebody too. So it's something to be thought about. So if you want to see how people are going to be, you want to know exactly who you got in your corner. If you want to know exactly who are your friends and who are not, you want to know exactly who loves you and who don't. Watch how they move, but also pay attention to how you move too, because you are one of those people. Reality check.